I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Stakeholders are meeting today to discuss the status of the evacuated Flagler County Emergency Operations Center. Tony Magoo has the latest.
It's like something you'd see on the ID channel. What made dozens of sheriff's office employees sick? Well, hopefully we're about to find out. Dozens of sheriff's office employees working at the Flagler County Sheriff's Office Operations Center in Bunnell got sick last November, and there is still no answer as to why yet. Robert Sweeney, who is the Flagler Beach-based environmental toxicologist that was hired by Sheriff Rick Staley, will be reporting his findings. His report disputes the findings of ESI Engineering Systems of Fort Myers, a firm that inspected the building back in June and gave a report the following month that pretty much sounded the all clear. Sweeney is recommending a 33-day remediation plan for reoccupancy of the operations center that includes a thorough cleaning, removing old vacuums, installing new air filters, and upgrading the building's HVAC system to a high-efficiency particulate air or HEPA grade. Right now, it seems the county and the sheriff are at odds about what is actually happening here. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
We had a record turnout for our 18th primary election this year for the midterm.
Nearly 30% of total registered voters cast a ballot in the primary. A total of more than 24,000 ballots were cast on primary day, including by mail and early voting. Flagler County Supervisor of Elections Katie Lenhart says the spike in voting could be attributed to both outreach and just the overall importance of local elections.
People are motivated for their candidates, for their party, especially in a primary, obviously. But I think some of it might have to do with the message we tried to get out through social media and other channels, newspaper and print and on radio and everywhere we could, to let people know that primary elections are so important, even for the nonpartisan races, which could be decided. And in this election, our school board race, District 4, was decided in this election.
Lenhart hopes to build on that momentum.
Hopefully we can continue this motivation and this turnout for our general election this year and top the 50% that we had in 2014.
Voting by mail was the most popular method, while early voting came in a close second. But still, more than 9,400 people showed up to cast their vote in person on primary day. Some major renovations are on tap for Holland Park in Palm Coast next year. John Arking has a preview.
The city of Palm Coast hopes to add a generator and a new data center at City Hall, continue renovations at Holland Park, renovate the tennis center, and continue design work at the Long Creek Nature Preserve, among other projects in the coming year. During a workshop Tuesday, Mayor Melissa Holland also proposed adding more pickleball courts, saying at least 7 would be needed to attract tournaments. City staff has said only 6 would fit at Ralph Carter, but according to City Manager Jim Landon, the city is considering a tournament setup for the courts at the tennis center. Councilman Nick Klufis also requested that regulation backboards be added during basketball court resurfacing, saying the current half-moon design is for recreational play only and not conducive to actual games. Mayor Holland indicated that would be an easy fix. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
A new sheriff's office initiative aims to save taxpayer money. Sheriff Rick Staley has created an inmate work crew comprised of nonviolent inmates. The crew will provide labor on public property around the county. The 7 inmates on the crew will perform a variety of manual labor tasks, including cutting grass, pulling weeds, trimming hedges, and other landscaping. Staley says he hopes the inmates gain valuable experience that can help them gain employment upon release, while saving the county some big bucks on landscaping contracts. The crew wearing white and black striped uniforms will be under the supervision of a detention deputy at all times. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.